So hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing my little sister's hair, and in this scene, as you see, I'm taking out her rubber bands, and now I'm gonna go ahead and wash her hair just so we can start out with freshly washed hair and make sure that everything is clean before we start. So as you can see, I repeated this step a few times, and I'm just combing her hair out just to kind of get some of the tangles out. But I also did go back over it just to make sure everything was clean. So here I just towel dried her hair a little bit just to get some of the excess water out of it. And now I'm going to blow dry it. Here I'm just putting a little oil across her edges just so they won't dry out. And I'm also going to use some heat protection, as you will see in this next little piece right here, just so the heat from the blow dryer wouldn't damage it. And that's my son knocking over the camera and being very distractive. But as you can see in this next scene, I will be blow drying her hair out and just kind of getting the kinks out of her roots. So from this angle, you guys really cannot see what I'm doing, but once I get closer to the top of her head, you will be able to see that I am stretching out her roots a little bit and applying heat to it just so it'll straighten out the hair just a little bit without using flat irons. So here I'm just parting off her hair and putting it into sections so that it'll be easier to maintain. So right now I'm just blow drying her hair. Like I said, I'm stretching the hair with the comb and applying heat to it with from the blow dryer, and just making sure that I get her roots as straight as possible. Now, she has had a silk press before, but it's definitely been months since she's had one. So her ends are pretty straight, but her roots are really kinky. So I'm trying to make sure that I get this ponytail as flat as possible so she could be cute. Now my husband just had to walk in on our video, but it's okay, boo. He know I love him. So after everything is straightened out and blow dried, now I'm just kind of trying to see exactly where I want the part to go and how I want the ponytail to sit and just how I want it to look overall. So here I'm putting it in sections just because I want to get the sleekest look as possible. So I sectioned off her hair and I'm just going to put it all into one ponytail, but I'm going to put it in one ponytail at different times so I can sculpt the hair just exactly how I want it to be. So right here, I'm just sculpting the hair and combing it through. And it did take a lot of product just because her hair is so thick at the roots still, even with me straightening them out and everything. She still has pretty thick roots. So here I'm just making sure that everything is smooth and straightened out. So here she decided to tell me that she wanted a little piece to hang, but I had already put jam on it, so it definitely did not come out how she wanted it, neither how I wanted it. So now I'm just parting it and putting jam in between just so it will lay a lot flatter. So here I'm just sculpting the hair and constantly trying to get it as flat as possible, but it just wouldn't lay the way I wanted it to. And she does have pretty thin pieces within her hair to where her hair is different lengths, so it will look very thin. And I definitely didn't want that look, so I kept trying to get it to the right place. And as you can see, she's steady moving and she's making these faces because I was hurting her. But as you can see, I just went ahead and pulled it all back. It has these little pieces to where, it swoops to the side, but I mostly pulled it back, and you guys will see how it comes out in the end. So y'all, when I say I'm trying to get this ponytail to be snatched, I mean exactly that. And look at my husband all in the way. But it's okay because I'm definitely going to get this down. I'm not a professional. I'm just definitely doing my little sister's hair and having fun. So right here, I'm just wrapping it up and trying to get it to fit perfect around her little peanut head, just so it'll give a flat look. And I'm going to blow dry it so it will all stay in place. So she kept complaining about it being too hot, so eventually I just went ahead and took it off and just tried to blow dry it that way. But even then, it was really hot to her, so she couldn't take the heat. But this is the hair that I will be using, and it is a 10-inch because she's only 11 and I definitely don't want her to grow up too fast. So we're going to see how this hair works out for her, and maybe we can try a couple of inches longer next time. So as you can see, it did come with a pretty good amount of hair, but right now I'm just braiding her ponytail down all the way to the end, and I am going to apply a rubber band and I'm going to bobby pin it into a tiny little ball just so you won't be able to see it through the ponytail. So here I'm going to starting in the beginning and wrapping it all the way around. I'm just only using a half a bundle, so I'm not going to use bobby pins throughout the whole ponytail. I'm just going to glue the piece onto the next track and just continue to wrap it all the way around until I get to the end. So as you see here, she keeps moving because she's laughing at my husband's old school pictures. And as you can see, my little sister came in and everybody just started to get a little distracted and forgot that I was recording, but it's all a part of being a new YouTuber. So here I'm just grabbing hair from the bottom of the ponytail and I'm going to spray it with some Got2b and just wrap it around the base of the ponytail just so you will not see the track. And to secure the end, I actually bobby pinned it, and now I'm just combing through the ponytail to get the little thin pieces out at the bottom just to make it a little fuller. And now I'm going back over her hair just to slick it down some more and smooth out the edges and make sure that everything looks right. That's the edge control I used that she wanted to show so bad. But it's nothing special, just getting her baby hairs together. So this was the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.